Welcome back. We're going to talk about building inside of a custom world and why you're going to want to start doing it because I wasn't and it was a screw up. What's going on, everybody? What the heck is this? What the heck? Okay, this doesn't look like a camp, does it? No, it probably don't. So let me turn on the lights and I'll show you what we got going on. So for Halloween, I am making some, quote, movie sets to do filming for a music video. Yeah, that that doesn't look like a movie set. Actually, it kind of does. Let me show you. I am in a custom world for a couple of reasons. One, I got tired of having to sacrifice basically a camp spot and delete a camp just so I could make a movie set for filming purposes. You know, that really sucks. In the custom world, obviously, it doesn't matter if you delete any of those camps or anything, they don't transfer back to your main character. So you're really not losing anything. And you can re-import your character whenever the heck that you want to in a custom world. The other reason is that we have more camp budget and a really fancy thing, because you might ask yourself, well, why do you have, you know, like 200 freaking fireplaces just stacked up? Well, that's for the effect. And I'm going to show you why this looks so bad outside, and I don't care because we're only going to be filming on the inside. But I started doing this custom world thing. That way I didn't have to delete my camps. I get more budget, and it's not like these are going in camp competitions or anything, so I can shut off collision, which is still buggy as shit because, you know, Bethesda made it. But this is the effect, and this is why we have all those fireplaces. It's the smoke and steam. And what I wanted to do, I'm going to kind of fly you around here. I'm doing my audio at the same time, so that way you guys get to see it in real time. But essentially what I'm wanting to do is use this alley as one of the scenes. I still have to do 4 or 5 more of these sets to be able to record this video for Halloween. Um, so yeah, being able to shut off collision, and again, it's still buggy as crap, but it saves a lot of time for merging and things of that nature. And I'm going to turn on the lights here in a second and you'll understand a little bit more what's going on. But I wanted to give you guys something to view and, you know, kind of let you know that I'm not ignoring the channel for a week or anything like that. I've got a lot of projects going on. Halloween's coming, we got Fallout Day coming up. So there's a ton of crap going on. I've got a build that's actually out on our regular adventure mode servers. Um, but yeah, so I want to do this scene. That's the exact intent of this. And I think it came out well. I'm pretty happy with it. But let's shut these. Let's shut these lights on. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try to show you why this is such a pain in the ass if I was not doing this in a custom world. So I have been accused um, once for being hyper realistic, and this is kind of the crap that causes that. um, so we've got a broken concrete roof section. I have another concrete roof section that I lowered down below that one, and that way I have this pothole effect. And then of course, we're going to throw in some tables or something of that nature. Holy glitch. Look at that. That is a hell of a lot of fireplaces. But you can see I put tables, you know, in there. This is the makeshift wine rack. I'm using the plumbing on that. But I use that table just like somebody put a board down to kind of cover the pothole. So yeah, it does not like the frame rate when you have your textures up high, you know, because Bethesda servers aren't phenomenal when it comes to that. So when it comes to filming, I am gonna take it off of ultra, and that way, you know, we're not gonna get that frame stutter. But this is the great thing about movie sets. None of it's real. I'm only gonna be looking at this hallway, so none of this crap will ever be seen. It won't matter. Obviously, you guys are seeing it, but wanted to kind of show you how I do some of my videos. There's some more wood kind of covering up those holes. Same thing with this grass. That is the grass roof tiles. So to create that floor, just with the potholes, the concrete, and the grass, that's 3 different roof sections that I've got merged in there just for the floor. And that doesn't count adding the boards to cover up some of the potholes. It doesn't count, you know, having this stuff sitting here so it looks like there's crates. I'll show you. That is the wagon. And then if you fly under here, holy crap, what a mess. So this is how I'm getting that steam effect. You can see the gaps in here. That means that there's less steam effect up top. So I wanted thick spots, thin spots in that steam. You know, it adds to the realism of it. Oh, here's part of a truck bed. Yeah, when you get up under here, you really never know what you're going to find. Including the, oh, this is so bad. I'm trying. Give me a second. Okay, so I've got the Nuka Zapper race. I did the Bandit Roundup, stuff like that. And what I'm using is the fencing. And I'll show you. We're going to show you. Okay, so this is another machine. I used the back of it. But that fencing that you're seeing, same thing with that, and this stuff sticking out down here. That's all Nuka World stuff. That's the games. So I'm just using the corner of it for the fencing and then to add debris so it looks like there's some sort of structure in there. And then I attach my wall fan to that, obviously. Over here, and this is crap that nobody's ever going to see, but this is just my OCD kicking in. There is a plumbing valve. You've got a shutoff valve for some sort of object. That's actually the radiation glove box, you know. And nobody's ever going to see that crap. So when you see some of my videos or anything like that, and you know, you think that building a set doesn't take that long, even in a custom world, this is going to be probably about 20 seconds of footage. Yeah, not good. It took about 20 hours to make this. I mean, there's a lot of detail in here. Um, and that's why I was kind of wanting to show you guys, you know, like these are defense barricades that are pushed down into the actual floor. These are billboard signs, that metal lattice, and it gives you, I wanted to explain because it kind of gives you an idea of what I'm doing or how I'm achieving this stuff. That is the truck bed, but I kind of just wanted the pile of debris. These pipes, yeah, they're going through what looks kind of like a mattress. I don't really like that, but you know, it was for the effect that I wanted to show that plumbing coming through. Um, and again, this is not going to be something that people are scrutinizing or analyzing. But you can see I've, you know, added some little stacks of wood. That way they can refill their holes or stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot going on in here. This is the back of the boxing machine. You know, when you're doing things, yeah, right here. I added that tree and some plumbing, and I mean, everything that you see here, you have to remember this was an empty vault. But this is what it looks like when it's all just smushed together. It looks awful. But that's what movie sets are. You know, there's no way that one, you could not do this. You cannot make this build in a live server. It's just not possible. You don't have enough budget. I've already exceeded a live server budget, so that's just not going to happen. Um, and then number two, could you actually merge all three of these roof sections to create that floor texture that I've got going on? Yeah, yeah, you could. And you're going to be burning every single piece and then putting a new one in and then burn that and then put a new one in. I don't have months or even several weeks just to take on one movie set that's going to take 20 seconds of filming. Um, it was bad enough that this is 20 hours. That is a heck of a lot of work for 20 seconds of film footage. So that's something to, keep in mind. Um, but that's kind of why I'm doing it. But when we shut off and then go into the film lighting, I'm really happy with the way this came out. It's a really, really nice ambiance. And the great thing is, I build so much in a regular server. I'm broke, man. I'm a brokey. It's rough out here in the wasteland. You know, like for me to get junk and stuff like that, I'm always digging maps, scrapping crap, buying bulk anything, and I still run out because I just build so much. Um, yeah, custom world, you can turn that cost off. It doesn't cost anything to build it. So you can build whatever you want. If it doesn't work out, you're not out anything. Just delete it and start over. Not a big deal. The other great thing about doing custom world is shelters. And let's see. Let's just drop a shelter down and I'm going to show you. And I'm surprised I haven't heard anybody talking about this. Um, where's the bus? There we go. This one's a good example. So the summer camp has a beautiful scene in there. And nobody uses it because the lighting is trash. It's absolute trash. What the hell? Oh, so this is a discovery I made. And I wanted to share it with you. So apparently, if you have vaults or anything like that and you use custom weather on your custom world, it transfers into your vaults. How cool is that? I wanted to do a big murder mystery mansion here, and when I was building it, I scrapped the whole idea because normally that is a really bright white sun, and that light shines through walls, all kinds of crap. It looks terrible. It's not something that is enjoyable for your camp. And here, show you what I mean. It's not wanting to do that. I'll just throw a couple up. I don't care if they overlap. I'm just trying to, you know, we're showing you that, yeah, even here you can see it's still coming through the wall. But this dark bog filter, it works so well that it's dulling that light. Normally, yeah, and you can see it real good there. Normally without this, this is just completely whited out. It looks terrible. The light comes through the walls. It's awful. But this looks fantastic. I'm really digging this. So yeah, keep that in mind. You know, for filming purposes or something like that, if you want to build your camp out in the normal world, That's absolutely fine. Go do you. You know, it's just a game. You're supposed to be having fun with it. And this is one of the mechanics of it that apparently nobody freaking talks about because I've never heard about it. Um, so yeah, I wanted to share that with you. That's really cool. It's crazy. But this works on all the shelters. Some of the indoor shelters, it's not as drastic. You won't notice, how dark it is or anything like that. But what you will notice is you'll have some slight hazing and fog. Um, yeah, so take that information, do what you will. But if you do have a camp that, you're wanting a specific type of weather and it's just not available, go into a custom world. Check out the weather options. Do your filming in there. Um, it's not the end of the world. Use it. It's a tool. If you do have Fallout first, use this. The other great thing is, let's say that you've got a merge that you want to do. And let's just, I'm going to go into free cam. But let's say that you've got a couple objects that you wanted to merge. Let's pick a wall. Um, I can shut off our placement mode. If you look at the bottom screen toward the left, you'll see where it says collide, free, snap. Now in the real world, you're just stuck with snapping and you can turn it on or off. In this, they give you a couple different options, and what's nice, let's just grab a miscellaneous structure. And we're going to try this wall and see if it collides with the structure. Okay, that one was a really bad example. It went right through it. Okay, it's pushing it up right there. Let's see. And there you go. When we turn it on free, you can just push it right in there. You don't have the collision screwing things up for you or anything like that. So if you're in here, or let's say that you have some merging that you want to do and you're like, I don't know if it's going to look good. Come in here, test it, see if you like the way it looks before you go ahead and do anything else, like this right here. Um, we could pop that on there if you wanted some sort of plumbing, and we can even move it a little bit. That way, nothing else is showing except for the tubes. So now you've got a little bit of plumbing going on there. That's what it's about, man. Just have fun, enjoy it, but definitely utilize the custom worlds. This is the first time that I've actually built in one. I made one time just to see how hard you could actually get the enemies, because I thought it might be fun to do a survival run. Um, and it does make the enemies more difficult. You can crank it up pretty good. So it's just something to think about. I'll show you this one real quick before I head out. But I want to touch base with you guys, say hi, and let you know you're not being forgotten. It's just I've got, I believe, a total of um, five different sets that I have to build just to do this one music video for my friend, and I don't want to half-ass it. I want it to look good. He did a really good job on the music, and it needs represented well. But again, this is an outdoor shelter, and we are retaining that dark bog weather system. It's really, really cool. So keep that in mind. I'm one of them people, I did not know what the heck I wanted to do with any of my vaults because I hate the lighting in them. Well, at this, at least I can use them for movie sets. And I can just use whatever custom weather I want at the time for that set. But yeah, talk about a mess. You can see I was checking what shelters were affected by it, and you know, good times, good times. I'm gonna give you a real quick sneak peek. This is actually built in the real world. Out in the really real world, no, the live server, adventure mode. But yeah, check that out. Look at that. When you shut off the collision, let's see. So that is the vendor. And then obviously I've got the weapons crafting bench. And those merge really well with each other. So it's just something to have fun with and play with. But I wanted to have wheels on it, and instead of it just being an old Nomad looking vehicle that was beat up, I wanted, hey, let's put some wheels on it and crap like that. So I actually used the bench. But that's what this is for, you can just throw some crap around and experiment. It's a great opportunity to do stuff like that. But I do have this camp in a live server. Um, I was experimenting with different scenes. So this is a car repair shop, vehicle repair. So yeah, I do have a semi up on a lift. But I was experimenting with some scenes and things like that, to figure out what the heck I was going to do. And I'm not losing any supplies, no nothing for doing this. So yeah. And that's all I'm going to show you. I don't want to spoil the rest of it because it will be on a video. But yeah, get into a custom world. It's good for learning. I highly recommend it. And at the very least, be smart enough to utilize those weather systems that they have in there because they look different than some of the weather machines that we have. So get in there, test them out, see what you like, and then go from there. Alrighty, my friends. Until next time, I love ya. Stay safe. Be careful out there, seriously. It's a dangerous world. But have fun. Bye. The link to the Discord is below. Join. You can be part of this. Learn. Have fun. See you there.